Simon.
Morning, Nicola. As you can see, I'm at work, I've got a tight schedule and I'm running late, so if you don't mind.
I haven't slept a wink.
Yeah, well, don't let me keep you up.
I've been a fool.
You're not the only one.
Please, listen to me.
No!
I know I don't deserve you after what I've done. Do I?
Look, Nicola, I think it's best if we just leave each other alone now.
Do you really mean that? I love you, Simon.
Yeah, but not enough to accept me for who I am.
Is there nothing I can do?
Yeah? Close the van doors first, please. Goodbye, Nicola.
Your finest blend of Colombian in a polystyrene cup, as I wish to take it away. Thank you.
You're in a funny mood.
Yes, freedom has that effect on me.
Oh, freedom from what?
Do you have any croissants?
No.
Cup of tea without to go, please, Viv.
Right.
Morning.
So, how are you coping? Living on your own?
Coping, did you say?
That house all to yourself?
If you mean am I able to get into my own bathroom at will, being able to lounge across my sofa and watch sport on the television to the wee small hours, coping.
One coffee, one tea without to go.
Thanks,
Viv. Heading my way?
Actually, Viv, I think I'll have it here.
Morning, darling. Any chance of a quick coffee before I go? Mwah. Nicola,
Look at me.
haven't seen my keys anywhere, have you?
Dad,
What?
look at my face.
It's lovely, darling. I've always thought so.
It's miserable.
Is it? Ah.
Will you listen to me?
What on earth's the matter with you?
There's not going to be any wedding.
What are you talking about?
Simon's called it off.
What?
So, we're finally going to meet your mysterious fiancée, the elusive Neve.
Nothing elusive about Neve.
Well, forgive my curiosity, but we have been working together fairly closely for the past few months. I didn't even know she existed.
Well, there was never a good time to tell you.
6 years. Long time to be engaged.
Is it?
Still, if I'm intruding in any way.
No, I just believe in keeping certain things private.
Indeed. Though there's a thin line between keeping something private and obsessive secrecy.
You know what? I think that our job is hard enough without having to deal with the fallout of things going wrong behind closed doors.
Do you?
Yes, which is why I try to make a habit of revealing only what is strictly necessary. Excuse me. Hello, Ethan. Yes. Well, my door is always open.
You sure you're just a curate? Could have sworn you're a full-blown saint.
He doesn't want to see me again. All because I didn't want to take him to some boring school reunion.
I know, it's ridiculous. It's totally unreasonable. I'll find him and have a word.
Well, there was a bit more to it than that.
Like what?
Do you remember how unhappy I was at school?
No.
How badly bullied I was?
I seem to remember you gave as good as you got.
Well, anyway, I couldn't face all my classmates again with the handsome husbands in the city and the 4x4s and 7 children when all I had to show for my life was Simon on my arm.
What do you mean?
I didn't take him. I made out I only had one ticket and took Sid instead and pretended he was my boyfriend.
You did what?
Well, you don't understand what a hard time they used to give me.
You wanted your friends to believe that Sid was your boyfriend because Simon isn't handsome enough.
Yeah. And he's a fishmonger.
And you can't understand the effect that this totally selfish, thoughtless behaviour is having on your fiancé.
Well, of course I can. Which is why I'm going to absolutely kill Laurel for telling him in the first place.
I think you're missing the point.
Well, I can hardly see who else it could have been.
Perhaps it's better for Simon's sake if the engagement is off.
Oh, well, thanks a lot for your support, Dad.
It's never your fault, is it, Nicola? That thought never enters your head.
Oh, yeah? It's not like you to be drinking at dinner time. Oh, no, I just came in for a think, really. Or a rest, more like it. I've been hearing all about it. You're a dark horse, aren't you? Mind you, it's always the quiet ones. Well, those loud ones, well, we have our moments too, eh? Eh? Oh, Laurel. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Has something happened?
It's just everyone's talking about us.
Oh, me, my big mouth.
Oh, it's not your big mouth that's to blame. It's just I hate being centre of attention.
Well, the spotlight will soon move on.
Yeah. I just don't know what I told Nicola.
Well, you just learnt what the rest of us knew already. I mean, she's good for a laugh and all, but never, ever trust her with a secret.
I just feel so angry with her.
Laurel, you shouldn't really be saying all this to me. You should be having it out with her.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, and I'll need the keys.
What for?
Oh, well, you know, I fancy going into Leeds for a shop and the bus takes ages.
Debbie,
How else do you expect me to clean inside if I can't open the door?
okay. Don't touch the leather with anything but a chamois.
Yeah.
Ethan, Christopher Tate's christening. You have got it penciled in, haven't you? Hello, Debbie.
Yes.
Zoe's having my brother christened.
Oh, Debbie, I'm sorry. I thought you might have known.
I'm not even allowed to see him, am I? So how the hell should anybody tell me what's going on? Excuse me.
Rodney, what's up? I thought you'd be dead happy. You're finally getting Nicola off your hands when it looked like you'd be stuck with her forever. Has something happened with her and Simon? Oh, poor Nicola.
Simon's called it off.
That's terrible. She must be really upset.
I never thought I'd find anyone good enough for my little girl.
Well, you must send her my commiserations. Tell her I'm thinking of her.
Mum,
Debbie, what are you doing here?
I've come to see you.
Well, that's nice. But I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah, well, I need to talk to you now.
Why don't you take your coffee break now? Hello, Debbie.
Have you heard the sad news about Nicola?
Bored of talking about Scott and Zoe now, are you?
Oh, I was only the messenger. Still, if you don't want to hear what's happened,
You can tell me if you want.
the engagement's off.
No.
Yeah? And it was him that broke it off, which makes it all the more upsetting for her, poor thing.
Well, you're supposed to be her best friend. Did she say anything to you about it?
If she had, I wouldn't be much of a friend if I passed it on to the likes of you two, would I?
Oh, we're only concerned for her well-being, Emily. We're not gossiping. I mean, all I can think of is that he must have run off with someone else. Hi, Nicola.
What? Everything all right?
How the hell did you find out? Blimey, you only told me this morning.
I'm sorry, Nicola. Look, if there's anything I can do...
Oh, and me.
Is there nothing secret in this place?
Nicola.
Oh, go to hell, the lot of you.
Debbie, you can't just come bouncing here whenever you feel like it, you know. This is where I work. I am trying to create a good impression.
Why didn't you tell me about my brother?
What about him?
Zoe is having him christened.
Well, I didn't know.
And do you care?
Well, it doesn't really matter one way or the other, does it? We can't exactly go, can we? Yeah. Take this tenner, get him a little present to remember you by, eh?
I don't want your stupid money. You see a problem and you think chucking money at it is going to solve everything.
Well, it usually helps, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not like you. I don't think money's the only thing in the world. I think there's more important things. Why else should I expect you to understand?
Debbie.
Debbie? What?
Damon wanted to say hello.
Oh. Hiya, Damon.
Actually, I wanted to apologise.
What for?
Earlier, I couldn't help overhearing you and your mum talking.
So?
Well, I understand how you feel. I think it's terrible Zoe won't let you see your brother. Not that it's any of my business.
You're the best, get on. See you, Damon.
Debbie, would you do me a favour?
What?
Take this.
Why?
Because when he grows up, I think your brother will be glad to know his sister brought him a christening present. You can pay me back.
I will.
Anytime.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Come on.
You all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm really, really happy, actually, Emily. Thanks for asking.
Nicola?
Look, if you're going to sit down, you have to promise me not to ask another stupid question.
I'll try.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just I feel a bit foolish. I mean, first I was the last person to hear he was going to propose to me, and now everyone knows it's off. And what's really humiliating is the fact that the whole world knows he called it off and not me.
It's not really important who called it off, though, is it?
Well, it might not be to you.
If I were you, I'd be trying to think what I'd done to make him call it off.
You're not too good at this friendship business, are you?
Eh?
True friends listen to each other's problems and then tell each other what they want to hear.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Emily, but I'd far rather be on my own than have to listen to you boring on with all the worldly wisdom of a dried-up spinster. Just leave me alone.
So you don't mind if I finish this, do you?
I've made a bit of a gaffe with Debbie.
What kind of gaff?
I was talking about the christening with Ethan. She heard.
Well, that's all right. Even if it was any of her business, I don't suppose she'd object. Unless you're going to tell me that all the Dings have started to worship the devil.
Not as far as I know.
Well, then. And I've asked Scott to be godfather.
Scott?
Yes. I presume I can ask whoever I like.
Of course you can. I was wondering if you could possibly find it in you to perhaps let Debbie attend.
The christening? Absolutely not.
Ethan will sit next to her throughout, ready to pounce should she step out of line.
No, it is Christopher's christening, the moment when he becomes a Tate in the eyes of the church.
All the more reason for Debbie to be there. It could help her move on.
I'll think about it.
Will you?
Yes. I'm going to eat my lunch in peace.
Thanks, Zoe. That's the first good thing that's happened to me today. I'll see myself out.
Same again, please, Diane, when you're ready.
Are you all right, Pet?
Not bad.
Well, should you go or should I?
Can't be me, I've just ordered a pint.
All right, so you think I should leave then?
Suit yourself.
Simon.
Look, Rodney, I know you probably want to deck us right now.
No, I don't. I just want to apologise for Nicola's behaviour towards you. And to buy you that pint.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you.
No, it isn't. It's the least I could do.
Damn cartridge is gone again. Have we got any more?
Yeah, I think so. Some in here. Here we go. Although it looks like it's the last one.
Well, I'll better send you to the stations to get some more then, hadn't I? Do you mind?
Not at all. All part of the job. Tom, have you seen my jacket?
Charity's just going into Houghton to get some more cartridges, but the petty cash is empty. Have you got any on you?
No, I just gave my last 20 to Debbie. You are?
Damn. That was meant to be our little secret.
Oh, was it now? And what are you doing giving money to my kid?
I felt sorry for her.
Yeah? Well, there's absolutely no need. Here.
I don't want your money.
And Debbie doesn't want yours. Now take it.
I can't. We made a deal. She might be offended. I think Debbie wanted to pay me back herself.
Yeah, good for her.
What a sensible, mature daughter you have. We had such a good talk. There it is. Right. Tom, I'm nipping out.
Where are you going?
To get the cartridges that you wanted.
Well, that one will last till tomorrow. It'll wait.
Well, I'd like to get out anyway, thank you.
You can't. Matt hasn't come back with the petty cash yet.
Fine.
Right, come on. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, well, if you're just going to sit there and sulk all day.
She's stirring it, Tom.
Who is?
And what's she doing? Giving my kid money when she don't even know her?
Oh, perhaps she was just trying to be kind.
Yeah, right.
Come on, this isn't like you. You could be just looking for trouble. It could have been a perfectly innocent gesture. All right, so she likes kids. Why can't you just leave it at that?
It's just 'cause Debbie took money from her, but she won't accept it from me.
Well, you know what kids are like. They know exactly what buttons to press to wind us up.
Yeah. Not just kids either.
So, this is where you've been hiding away all day.
Haven't been hiding. I've just come in for some lunch.
After what you've been saying, I'm amazed you're prepared to step out of your house at all.
Really, Nicola? And just what is it you imagine I've been saying?
Oh, don't try the simpleton out with me, Laurel. You are the only person who knew about me taking Sid, apart from Sid. And I know for a fact it wasn't him.
Him who what?
Who told Simon?
Hang on a minute, Nicola. Out of the two of us, there's just one who betrays confidences. There's just one who goes round telling the world that their friend has finally consummated the relationship with a man she loves.
I didn't tell the world.
Yeah, given time, I dare say you would have got round to it.
Oh, so you did it for revenge, did you?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, no one's interested in what you and Ashley get up to anyway. What's important is you have ruined my relationship with the only man who can make me happy, and I will never, ever forgive you for it.
I thought you were my friend, Nicola. Well, I won't be making that mistake again. I just see that I was there for someone for you to make fun of. Well, as of now, I'm not your friend anymore, and I never wish to be again. Goodbye.
Nice one, Nicola. Nice one. Sorry, I couldn't help overhearing, but you do know that she didn't tell anybody about you and Sid at the reunion.
Yeah, save it, Paddy. We're not all as gullible as you are. Well, someone told him.
No, they didn't. Simon saw for himself. So if you want to blame anybody or anything, blame your own stupidity.
Another whiskey, please. No more lunch orders, thanks, Louise.
Oh, right you are.
Alan?
Yep.
Why are there so many people hanging around behind the bar when there's hardly anyone in here? I mean, I seem to be served by different people every time.
We need them.
Surely not.
Of course we do. Bob and Terry don't talk to each other. And Louise, Val and Charles would sooner tear each other's eyes out than actually hold a civil conversation. So if you want a message passed from one member of staff to another, you need 5 of them, really, to make sure at least 2 of them are actually speaking.
Right.
OK. Comfy?
Yeah, very.
Good.
Oh, hello, Eric. Oh, you've got no objections to me being here, have you?
Should I?
Well, I thought you'd be spending more time at home, you know, seeing as how you love your own company so much.
Oh, I do. I ran out of whiskey.
Oh, so it's not that you've been getting a bit lonely then?
Certainly not. Very idea.
Then I've gone and made things worse by having a stand-up row in the middle of Viv's calf.
I would have done the same thing. She can be very insensitive, that friend of yours.
Ex-friend. Oh, but it won't make the gossips go away, will it?
Sometimes you just have to make a stand, no matter what the cost to one's personal privacy.
Maybe we should just cool things for a bit.
How do you mean?
Not see each other. At least not stay the night together until this whole thing dies down. I don't want to cause you any more trouble.
It's not you that's got us into any trouble. It's a small minority of petty-minded busybodies who should have better things to do with their time, and the last thing I'm going to do is to change my life to appease the likes of them. No, Laurel. As far as I'm concerned, you can stay each and every night and swing from the chandelier, screaming your head off to your heart's content. In fact, I insist upon it.
Actually, there's just one thing.
What?
You haven't got any chandeliers.
Nicola! Nicola! Oh, Prince
Yeah, sweetheart, come on. Oh, come on, eh?
I've messed everything up. I'm a horrible person. I'm selfish and thoughtless, greedy and mean. And I've upset Simon. I made him think he wasn't good enough for me when the opposite's true. I don't deserve to be happy.
Of course you do.
Yeah, well, I don't make anyone else happy, do I?
Well, you could if you wanted to.
Well, how?
Well, you could put everything right if you wanted to. You could undo all the harm you've done.
I would if I could. But how can I ever make Simon even want to look at me again?
Well, it's only his pride that's hurt, after all. I mean, all you've got to do is, well, just let him know that you're proud of him, that you respect him, that you care for him, eh?
Well, how do I do that?
Not sure. But we'll find a way. We've got to.
Oh, Dad.